If you are a financer and/or economists and really study how things work in the real world, it can be seen that increasing the rate of Iraqi dinar will make it more valuable, and thus more companies outside of Iraq will want it. Better yet, if you reinstate the dinar on the global trading platforms. Thus, the amount of trade won't even matter and the dinar will be more acceptable, and it will decrease the demand for the dollar on its own. Don't forget also that when the dinar is reinstated, it will be repeg off the sold dollar peg and pegged to a weighted basket of currencies. The next step is the in-country RV with the project to delete the zeros. Who will want the dollar when the dinar is more valuable in Iraq? So, as investors, we muddle through these trying times. We wait to see what the new Trump administration will do to help or hinder this situation in Iraq. Iraq is redrawing its economic map, precious metals in the facade. The government moves to diversify its non-oil sectors. They are sitting on tremendous reserves and now they are developing them. There is much more in Iraq's income than just oil. They have many gold, silver, and phosphate and precious metals. They have far more resources now than what they did under Saddam Hussein when the Iraqi dinar was worth over $3. Question: how can they put bonds into circulation without a rate? Reference Guru Frank 26 Firefly, the 23rd of February 2025 post below. They're not in circulation. If someone told you they are, get away from them. They've told the citizens they can buy them, but they're not in circulation right now. Why? Would you buy them at 1,310? No. Because there is no exchange rate for it yet. The 24th of February 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article, Kurdistan oil to flow again within 2 days. Quote, Iraq is awaiting Turkey's approval to restart oil exports from the Kurdistan region via the Ceyhan pipeline within 2 days, Iraqi Oil Minister Hayyan Abdul Ghani revealed on Monday. The 24th of February 2025 Intel Guru Marks, via PDK, article, Baghdad and Erbil form a joint technical team to inspect the readiness of the Kurdistan oil export pipeline. This pipeline had been mothballed for a couple years and is now roaring to life. They are planning to test it in the next 18 hours or so to start again moving oil through Turkey for sales. The 24th of February 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman, an agreement has been reached and confirmed to resume the export of Kurdistan oil. IMO, they're not going to use 1,310 as a value basis for this to happen. They're going to have an IMF multi-currency practices rule and compliance issue stopped. They're going to need a real effective exchange rate in dinar terms for this to happen. If this holds true, a change is to be coming. The 24th of February 2025 Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram, Iraq, which holds over $100 billion in reserves in the US, relies on American support to maintain access to its oil revenues. However, its financial standing could be at risk as US President Donald Trump has signaled a return to his maximum pressure policy on Iran. Iran has used Iraq as an economic gateway to access hard currency and bypass US sanctions. The 24th of February 2025 Newshound Guru Samson article, the Prime Minister discusses with the IATA delegation the procedures for lifting the European air ban on airlines. The 24th of February 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26. They have had a multitude of exchange rates to study and experiment with over the last 7 years. They've done a great job of it. We call it a second set of books. It is actually more than that. It was called the RV phase, the revaluation of the Iraqi exchange rate to determine what rate they should use. It turns out the rate was pretty high, but logic will cause them to come out at a decent rate, maybe 1-to-1, or just do the right away at $3+. Eventually the float should take it to $4+ IMO. Stay hopeful, we will get to the end of this. We don't know the exact timing, but so much is lining up. I am not ruling out February yet. The 24th of February 2025 Newshound/Intel Guru walking stick. When the new currency comes out, both Baghdad and the Kurds will use the same IQD, but only Sudani will control the currency. Only Sudani will control the country with the CBI. Sudani control the new exchange rate, not Barzani, not Parliament, not even Trump. The 24th of February 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Oil prices fall as Kurdistan region exports resume. Quote, oil prices fell in early trading on Monday, extending losses from last week amid the possibility of resuming exports from oil fields in Iraq's Kurdistan region. While investors await clarity on talks aimed at ending Russia's war in Ukraine, a report by the Investor Idea website revealed on Tuesday that the Trump administration is exerting unusual pressure on the Iraqi government to resume oil exports from the Kurdistan region under the implicit threat of imposing economic sanctions. The report, translated by /Al-Malama/agency, stated that for the United States, this step is part of the maximum pressure campaign on the Islamic Republic, which aims to reduce Iranian crude oil exports to zero. Although the Iraqi authorities denied receiving direct threats, various sources indicate that American pressure was decisive in Baghdad announcing a possible reactivation of the flow of Kurdish crude oil to Turkey. He continued, however, the resumption of these exports faces many challenges. Tensions between the Iraqi central government and the Kurdish region, especially regarding payments and control of crude oil revenues, have hindered the progress process. In addition, the condition of the pipeline, which requires urgent maintenance, further complicates the restart of operations. The report explained that another major obstacle comes from international oil companies operating in the Kurdish region, as these companies demand explicit payment guarantees before resuming shipments, fearing delays or defaults by Baghdad. The lack of trust between the two parties has created an atmosphere of uncertainty that could derail any short-term progress. It indicated that even if the flow of oil is successfully resumed, its impact on the global market will be limited, as Iraq is subject to production commitments set by OPEC+, which limit its ability to significantly increase exports. These limits aim to maintain the stability of global oil prices by preventing oversupply that could destabilize markets. It pointed out that, however, the partial revival of Kurdish exports may help ease some regional geopolitical and economic tensions. For the United States, achieving this goal would enhance its strategy against Iran, while for Iraq, it requires a delicate balance between meeting international demands and maintaining internal stability. The Iraqi Minister of Defense, Thabet al-Abbasi, announced on Tuesday that a new security agreement with the United States has been presented to the Donald Trump administration, stressing that the agreement is still under study. Al-Abbasi said in press statements reported by Al Arabiya al-Hadath channel, the new security agreement with the United States stipulates a sustainable security partnership and extensive intelligence cooperation. He added that the vacuum that occurred in Syria after the recent events forced Baghdad to reinforce the entire border strip, adding, "We will not withdraw Iraqi reinforcements until the Syrian side fully controls its borders." Regarding the relationship with the new Syrian administration,